November 6th, Belmont voters will go to the polls to decide whether to approve the construction of a new school for grades 7 through 12. If approved, the new facility will provide a new school for nearly half of Belmont's 5,000 school kids. I have with me today Ellen Schreiber, who is one of the leaders of the Yes for Belmont campaign. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for the opportunity.
So people originally talked about a new high school, but this really isn't a new high school. It's two schools in one.
Yes, two schools in one is a very important thing. It's a great solution for our high school students and our middle school students. It's a middle and a high school. But it's also a great solution for all of the kids in the district. By building two schools in one, we can free up space in all 6 schools for all 5,000 children.
One of the reasons that we are thinking about a new school is because of the overcrowding. The enrollment in Belmont has skyrocketed.
Yes, absolutely. In the last 7 years, we've added 700 students, over 100 a year. It's crazy. These kids are coming, and we need to provide space and a good education.
Now, the November vote is about money.
It is.
It is not inexpensive to build a school for half of our school kids. Can you tell us what the cost is?
Sure. The cost of this solution is $295 million. This is the ballpark of all high schools. If you look at Arlington and Waltham, 2 of our neighbors, they are also in this process. They are spending over $300 million, and they're doing it for fewer kids, and they're doing it for a 9 to 12 school.
But the $300 million, let me round it to 300 if that's appropriate, that's not all Belmont money.
No, and this is the really exciting thing. For 10 years, we tried to get into a state grant program. We were finally selected in January of 2016, and they are going to give us $80 million in order to build this school. That's $80 million our taxpayers don't have to pay.
And one of the implications of state involvement is that there is state oversight of how the money is spent?
There's a tremendous amount of state oversight. It's the Massachusetts School Building Authority, the MSBA, and they want to make sure their money's well spent. So they rigorously scrutinize what we do, and they have to approve every single decision. They voted unanimously that this is the best answer for Belmont. Now, one other thing to know about the MSBA, if we don't use it now, we have 120 days to approve it. If we don't use it now, we lose it. And you're out of the MSBA.
Lose the state money.
We lose the state money, $80 million of it.
And we're out for, it's not a matter of going back next year then?
Well, no. We are out. We can start applying again. Last time it took us $10 million. You know, if we leave them at the altar this time, they may not want to do it again.
Is there an alternative to building a new school? Or there must be an alternative. Let me put that. What is the alternative?
There is a plan B. It's pretty terrible. The plan B is that we wind up with approximately 50 temporary modular classrooms. Then after that, we do an addition onto the Chenery Middle School. You know, it's not just about classrooms, it's also about gyms and cafeterias and auditoriums. So we do an addition on the Chenery, then we do an addition and renovation of the high school. And that's massive. It just costs a lot to do the high school. It needs a lot of work. So the total of all of that is $247 million compared to $213 million Belmont taxpayers will be responsible for the 7 to 12 school.
And what I'm hearing you say is the option of doing nothing isn't really an option.
Yeah, there's no option to do nothing. The kids are here. They're already in the elementary schools. They're moving up into the middle school. So, you know, in the middle school alone, we're going to add 200 students over the next 3 or 4 years. Then they're headed to the high school. You know, the option of doing nothing is pretty terrible.
Thank you. We have been speaking with Ellen Schreiber, who is one of the leaders of the Yes for Belmont campaign. We encourage you to vote on November 6th on the ballot issue involving the new Belmont 7 through 12 school.